Hello everyone, my name is Phoenix29 and today I am back and today we're doing a Sims for speed build for a home who is this grandma right here, or elderly Sim, and her name is Delaney Gray. Delaney Gray. I don't know how you are meant to say that, but anyway. So this is Delaney. She is an elder Sim. She wants to be a master chef. She wants to be a snob. She wants to be. She's a snob. She's gloomy and she's squeamish. Her skills are vampire lore free, cooking free, and charisma too. And she's also in the business career. So, um, yeah, and yeah, and her starting. So I decided for this build I should do a random generated number to build, and her house will cost. The money I used was $45,581. That's how much I was given to build her a house. The story might be that um, she had this money to spare, and she needs a new home, and this is her home. So let's go off. You done there? Okay, so let's go and do the speed build. Okay, so now we are in the speed build, and so my idea for this build is to do a suburban house using 45,581 dollars of simoleons. And my idea for this build was to have a blue suburban house. Now, I did have to play around quite a lot with the outside because I really wanted to have that like roof window thing, which is what I'm doing right now. And I kind of did it really badly doing it now. What I should have done, I used just one main piece and one on the top. What I should have done was use multiple pieces, because the issue with what I did, was that for the second floor, where the main room is, it went over as that what I'm trying to fix right now. It's gone over because there's a gap there, where the roofing is, and it's really annoying about that. I do have another try shot at it, but now it didn't work, so I just had to deal with it and figure out something else. Now I use 3 packs in this. I use seasons, Parenthood, and vampires, because Parenthood and seasons was to build aspect, as well as all elements to build aspect. But seasons was to do with like the doors and windows. Parenthood was to make to do like the was to make it more like a family home, and then vampires was because what was her name again? Um, I've got her name. Oh no. Uh, well, our Sim, as has a skill which is Vampire Law, which is level 3. So I thought it will fit if we had that to it. Now, with this build, I went for more style than a money cost. I wish I didn't do that now, but I ended up doing that anyway, because I did run out of money towards the end. I did make it work using debug and live edit mode. And yeah, I did actually use a mod in this. Now, it's not going to affect your games if you do download this, but I used the mod called Better Build By, which is this mod which like does stuff to do with debug and other things. I think you can also do tabs. You can do a lot of things too. It does, so I have like the list up here. So it organizes debugs, swatches debug, names debug, clones and destroys debug, organizes debug toggle, better filters. There's like a filter thing, expands catalog, and then I can do the camera, which is the tab camera in live mode. Now, I will link that down in the description below. I use this because I wanted to use debug. Now, if you didn't know about debug, is that especially live edit mode, you had to put cheats in, and then you had to actually go through this whole huge catalog to find what you needed. But then you couldn't actually copy the items. You had to go back and find it again for the ones that you didn't, that you needed more of that item. So let's say I used a pot, flower pot for some reason. Um, and I needed another one. I only had one. I had to go back and find that pot. Luckily, with this mod, I didn't have to do that. So it's a really good thing to do, as well as it extends your thing. I didn't use that for this, as it also does like the toggle video thing if you press tab and build. What you used to not be able to do was you had to be in live mode and press tab and you go into this screen thing if you didn't know. So it's really useful. I'm definitely going to use that. I'm not a huge fan of custom content and mods. Like, I have used it in the past, not for builds I put on YouTube and such, because I upload them and I want anyone to be able to use them. But I have used mods and custom content before. I'm not a big fan of it, really. But yeah, just when I want to do something, or just when I'm doing a story in my head, I want to be able to do this through that, and I use mods and stuff. But yeah, I don't really use it a lot. I try to avoid it now because I'm starting to not like it anymore. But yeah, it was just a phase, I think. But anyway, so we're doing the kitchen right now. And with this kitchen is that I mainly use Parenthood, as I said, and the fridge and the oven are quite expensive. I needed money, so I'm gonna get rid of them later on. But that's basically now, and I'm gonna add some more debug stuff when I put the mod in. I kind of wanted to have this house looks like someone has wanted this, like had lived in it. So I'm using a lot of stuff that she might have collected over time, and definitely a house that would have people like a family would have used this house basically. But I'm also using all vampires stuff around the place, but not like cobwebs, broken stuff like that. Object stuff that you could use for vampires. No. I did build this house over over 2 days, I think. So that's why at the moment there's gonna be a gap pretty soon. But yeah. Right now we're doing the living room. So the style of the living room I wanted to do was black and white, and a bit of brown to it too, because it would match the flooring and the bookshelves. And I'm going to put some cabinets underneath there because I wanted to have something underneath that so you could put some stuff there. I didn't put anything there, but yeah. I also using that heater that came from. I really like that heater actually. From vampires, which I think is really kind of cool. And we're just adding a rug there and changing the colors. And I wanted to put a seating area with a table, which is in that corner there. But yeah. Um, what to talk about now? I don't know really. And yeah, we're just using that there. Now, yeah, let's talk about the more of the build, I guess, because it is. Um, Out of all the rooms, I wish I could have done more with the dining room, which is funny enough we're going on to right now. Um, I ended up running out of money, as well as there wasn't stuff I could put in the dining room. Um, so I just ended up having to have really nothing there, and such. But yeah, what really annoys me, moving on, what really annoys me is that the Parenthood walls, they do not match with just a singular wall. Nothing, it doesn't work with any other, just white wall or any other swatch. It only works with that one with the paneling. There are other ones that have paneling which have other colors to them, but that wood doesn't match the Parenthood wood, as well as like your just white paint doesn't actually fit with any other of the white paint, so you have to use that around. And I wanted to have just white paint because it looks kind of weird if you have white, if you had the wood paneling around the staircase, which is what I ended up having to do. But yeah, I wish they take more time with that. Oh, and I put a dresser underneath the table apparently. Um, but yeah, and we're just adding. Now we're on to the upstairs with doing the master bedroom. I went for a seasons bed and some of that. Now in this room we're going for another more black and purple, and some browns to this, and then we're adding a bathroom. Pretty simple. My bathroom's always simple. It's basically just a shower or bath, or both of them, a sink, um, mirrors, and a bath and a toilet. Sorry. And sometimes a little bit more decor. We're actually going to go back and once I put out the whole layer, I am actually going to go back and add more uh, decor. Decor, yeah. Right now we're on to the study. I wanted to have this study as a place for her to kind of research the vampire lore. So we're going to have some more vampire stuff. We have that book. Now, that book I thought might have had some old vampire spells or vampire knowledge or things like that. So I put that there, and that's where she's mostly going to get her stuff. Um, but yeah, a lot of this stuff I feel like she would have bought. I can't remember the style of vampire. I think this was like in the 17s or the 70s. I think this was meant to be. Oh, and now I think we're about to put has the mod in now. But yeah, I think that's the style of the build. Oh yeah, here we go. I'm using the debug now, but I can't really remember. Now, again with this mod, so this mod will work with, and it won't flag your build with build and buy, with when you upload stuff to the gallery if you turn it off. Now, there are quite a lot of instructions to be able to do this, so I'm gonna link it down in the description below if you want to check this mod out. But like what you have to do is, if you want to use this, you have to open up your game, turn the setting on, then close it, then open it up again, and then all that stuff should be there. Then you have to turn it off when you're done, then put it back on, then restart your game, and then it should not show that you have custom content in this build, even though you haven't, since all this stuff is from, um, debug. It just says that for some reason. I can't really remember why. But I did use this a lot because at the moment I have 47 simoleons and I need to furnish the whole place. So I use a lot of it for just the outdoor stuff, and I use it to decorate little pieces around. But yeah, like there's a lot of stuff in here. When this first came out, I did the farmhouse build. I guess I'll also link that in the description down below if you want to watch that. But yeah, I wish I had it back then because that was painful going back and having to uh watch it. It was so bad. And yeah, I never knew all that stuff. And like what's really good with this mod is that I'm praising this mod. This is a great mod, guys. um but yeah, with this mod is that it actually now puts the stuff in category. So if like you want to get stuff from that's to do with trash or junk or stuff that's to do with bin stuff, you just have to go in the bin thing, and there's all this bin stuff, mainly from Eco Lifestyle. Um, but yeah, and we're just adding a bin. I did replace the fridge, and the fridge and the stove to make it a bit that. So if you had some extra money, if you move in, probably put some stuff in. Now I didn't know this, but you can actually put pans and pots on the stove. That's cool. I like that feature. So there's like a pond, and they lock on too. So isn't that kind of cool? I didn't know you could do that. And I was looking through. Right now we're gonna add some more vampire stuff since we have 2,000 simoleons to spend. I think I only have like $100 left to do it. I forgot a mailbox. Did I forget a mailbox? Or because I'm in Newcrest, I think it's called. Yeah, so I've got to say I'm building this in Newcrest, which is that empty world. Oh yeah, there. I think I see a mailbox in the corner, so it's fine. I always forget a mailbox. It's one of the things I forget. But anyway, I just added a table with chair outside, and now I'm just trying to look for this like cabinet thing to put in the living in the dining room. I actually want like this statue, and I thought maybe I should put that statue in there. So there's a statue, just random statue. I actually think that is from the Adams family. I don't know her name, but I feel like she's that the girl, the mum from Adams family. I don't know. I haven't really watched Adams family, but I think that's it. And then I thought this bat looks cool. Let's put it in. I actually looked for something to put that on. I had an idea of what I could use, but it was from the Toller's stuff pack. But and I'm not using that, so I can't put that there. So let's just pretend that there's string holding it up, because I couldn't find something for that. And who knows, she might have found that thing and liked it, so it's there. Once again, I'm trying to look for more things to fill out the house and use money. Um, but yeah, this was around the time I was really trying to find this cabinet to put in the dining room. I eventually sort of found something. The set that I was looking for ended up being in Cats and Dogs and um, Jungle Adventure, I think. But I did find one that what there it is, that stuff. I think that was that stuff. But I eventually found it in the um, yeah, that stuff I'm looking at. I eventually found that one from Seasons, and I'm using Seasons, so that worked. But yeah, I also had an idea. Had a bit more money, and I used I think it's the Jerry poster thing. That one, that poster, because I thought maybe the person's son, grandson, husband might have died. And now we're onto screenshots. So this is yeah. So that's why I used the picture. um, use the picture there. Anyway, so these are the screenshots. So there is the bathroom, and there is her relative or something that might have died in war in the kitchen. The study with the bat. The downstairs bathroom. I forgot to. Oh, there we go. Um, yeah, I forgot to put the mirror, so I just put another picture in, and I have double up thing. There is upstairs thing, just a painting. Her bedroom with that moldy looking rug, and then her bathroom. And then here is the outside with the Adams family person statue. And then here's the floor plan for the upstairs and downstairs. So thank you very much for watching, guys. I'm Mikeson29F, and I hope you enjoy. Goodbye.